Hello there, and welcome to part 6 of this 9-part series on backpacking. And in this part I will talk about the cook systems. So I will show you a gas system, I'll show you a liquid fuel system, and I will show you a solid fuel system, a small wood burner. So let's get to it. I'll start with the gas burner. So this is the stove. As you can see, it's tiny. So you fold it out like this, and then you attach it to a gas cartridge, and then it's basically ready. So I just open the valve until I hear a hiss, and now it's burning. So now I'm ready to cook my meal for the evening, or my breakfast, or my cup of coffee. So as you can see, this is a very compact and lightweight system. Very effective, especially in the warm period of the year. Okay, I'll just turn it off. And now it's warm, so I should be a bit careful. So I'll just put it over here. And then I will show you my liquid stove. And this is this one. This is the brand MSR. The stove is called Whisperlight. I think that's very effective. It's not so noisy as some of the liquid stoves. I made this plate myself just to give it a good foundation. And as you can see, there are some metal string, so I can attach the stove to the plate. So this plate is made from, don't know what you call it in English, but one of the plates you put on the table to put a hot pot on. And then I covered it with some very thin metal. So this is something you can very easily make yourself. Okay, and then I need some fuel. So this is a pump, and this is a fuel bottle. And this burns gasoline. So I will put the pump in the fuel bottle, and I highly recommend that you get a fuel bottle that fits the burner. So don't buy a no-name fuel bottle. So maybe the pump and the bottle don't fit perfectly together, and then you can risk getting a leakage. I will attach the fuel bottle to the burner, and then I have to pump in some pressure. I mainly use this system in the winter when it's very cold. Then gas doesn't burn that well. But then liquid stoves are very good in the winter time. So now I have added some pressure to the bottle, and then I will let out a little bit of fuel. So I can hear there's a small hiss. And when I put the match to the burner now, I can expect there to be a flame. Like this. So I have to heat the fuel in the fuel hose here, or fuel line, in order to get it gasified. So then the stove can burn. So I'll just leave it until the flames are almost down. So when the flames are almost gone, then you can light up. You can turn on the valve a little bit. And when the flame is blue and you hear a hiss, then it's ready for cooking. So now I can put my kettle on. And on this stove I can even use a bigger kettle. So I actually want to use this one instead. This system here, it weighs a little more, and it's a little bigger volume, but it's very effective. And as I said, especially when it's cold. So I'll just turn off the valve and turn off the stove. And now this is warm as well, so I should be careful. But I will move it out of the way. And finally, I will show you my smart little wood stove. It does get hot in the bottom, so I will just protect the bench. So this is it's called the solo stove. So it consists of 2 solid parts. So there's no moving parts here at all. So it's it can't really break unless you step on it or something like that. So I often use this when I'm in the forest terrain and it's pretty dry, because then I can just gather fuel from the forest floor. But today I made a little package of dry wood. So you simply put in some wood. And then I have a match here. With some small pieces on the top. And the good thing here, of course, is you don't need to bring any fuel from home. You just use what you find. You see the holes down here. When you start to have a flame, when it starts to burn, that will make air ventilation. When the heat goes up, then the cold air is sucked in from these holes. So that makes it a very, very effective way of burning wood. Okay, we have some good flames now, so I will put on the top part, so that gives some distance between the stove and the kettle on the top. So I will take my small kettle again and put it on the top, and then I will add a lid. So, and even with the kettle on the top, I'm able to feed the stove. Here, there's a practical hole in the top part, so I can keep the flame going. Okay, I think that's it for this video. So that's 3 ways of boiling and preparing food in the outdoors. So having a nice warm meal is just such a nice thing after a long day of hiking. So it really belongs on the trail. So you should look into getting a stove if you haven't got one already. I'll leave some links below if you're curious. So I'll just move this a little bit out of the way. I will leave you with one small tip, and that is a kettle like this. Sometimes I only bring this, and you can boil water in it, you can prepare your food in it, you can eat from it. So I don't only have to bring this. So this is a very multifunctional piece of gear as well. And if you want your hot food to stay warm for longer, you can make a cozy like this. I made this from just a thin foam mat and some tape, and it fits perfectly with the kettle. So this makes it, I can hold it with hot water in it, hot food, and the food stays warm for a longer time. So I don't have to be afraid of the food getting cold. Yeah, I think I'll leave you with that, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, and that will be on trail food. Have a nice day.